Mike Petralia back here at TD Garden with Josue Pavone and Chris Grenham. Kyrie Irving doubling down on the fact that nobody can beat the Celtics if the Celtics are on their game in a 7-game series. Is he whistling past the graveyard, guys?
Yeah, he is.
Right? Yeah, he is.
I think he is.
I mean, completely.
To a certain degree. I still believe this team can still knock off a team like the Philadelphia 76ers in the best of 7 series.
That's first round to me.
I still think the Celtics can beat the Philadelphia 76ers, the Bucks. You know, when it gets to Toronto, and I'm not just saying this because of what we saw a few nights ago, that's where it gets tough. Yeah. However, the thing that's been kind of bothering me with Kyrie Irving, amongst a few things, is the fact that he continues to compare this team to the Cleveland Cavaliers teams. These are two completely different teams, okay?
Absolutely.
Led by two completely different people. We all talk about how he's been sounding like LeBron. Yeah. He's been, having that attitude like LeBron, but he hasn't necessarily been playing like LeBron James. Yeah. There are those stretches when they struggled, when those Cleveland Cavalier teams struggled. The level of that LeBron was playing compared to the level of where Kyrie's playing right now, there's no comparison.
Here's the deal with that.
None whatsoever.
Okay, and let's squash this right here, right now.
Track's about to go
Squash it. Let's go.
What you got?
LeBron James was not searching for himself in terms of leading the team.
Whereas
Kyrie Irving is clearly,
that's a good point,
and admittedly so, looking for how to lead these Celtics, which is troubling considering we have 20 games left in the season and you have a lot of different types of players on the Celtics team, young and middle range type of players like a Marcus Smart.
Yeah, and to the same level that Kyrie right now is nowhere near what LeBron was on those Cavaliers teams, and he still isn't. I mean, LeBron could take over games to a degree where Kyrie cannot. But I think in that same regard, where Kyrie keeps referring to, just kind of getting towards the playoffs, and he can't wait, like he said tonight, to get, this regular season portion over with and just kind of get into these meaningful highest level games, as he calls it. In that same regard, they're not the Warriors. The Warriors can do that. The Warriors can muse over games and kind of, dilly-daddle against the James Harden-less Houston Rockets and then flip the switch in the playoffs. The Celtics are not good enough to do that. Yeah. They're simply not. They're not good enough. And that's what bothers me.
And you can't sit there and say, okay, well, it's all about the playoffs. We can still compete with any Eastern Conference team. You still need to find that momentum before the playoffs.
I agree with that.
I mean, we're in March now. I mean, we're pretty much in March now. When are we going to see that momentum?
Here's what I think they're thinking.
If you look at the past couple of Celtics teams, that momentum is what's carried them throughout the stretch of a postseason.
They are not going to admit that. They're not going to admit this, but they are taking the same tack that the New England Patriots did. We'll find our mojo in the final 2 weeks of the regular season and then get on a roll.
Or the Celtics don't have Tom Brady. You can do a lot of things when you got Tom Brady.
Exactly.
Yes, I'm serious.
Exactly. Now, I want to get to something else, and it's sometimes dangerous to do this, but when you read the body language, danger zone indeed.
What you got?
Fourth quarter, Kyrie Irving looks ticked off on the sideline. He's gesturing. He's gyrating. Marcus Smart, the same thing. He's very, very frustrated. What do you make of Kyrie Irving really getting after everybody on that Celtics bench?
I think he's just kind of losing it a little bit. I think a lot of this team doesn't really – they're kind of at a loss right now. They don't really know where to turn. They don't know where to go. The energy, even though tonight it was there, the energy finally comes and they still lose. I think they're just kind of at a loss, and when Kyrie hits that bottom, he just kind of abruptly, I don't want to say implodes like that, but he starts yelling at his teammates because he's a vocal guy, and that's just the way he is. So I think that's him just kind of losing it.
Right, and I think this team doesn't respond to that type of attitude. You saw someone like Marcus Smart was like, okay, well, let me try to be the hero, and you see how that turned out. Took an ill-advised three when you shouldn't have taken it after making big plays. I mean,
live by smart, die by smart.
I'm not going to say this loss is entirely Kyrie's fault, but you're not helping things when you're behaving that way on the sidelines.
This Garden Report has been brought to you by the great folks at betonline.ag. Go to clnsmedia.com/win and use the promo code CLNS50 for a 50% cashback bonus on your first entry. Inside TD Garden, for Chris Grenham and Josue Pavone, I'm Mike Petralia, CLNS Media.